everybody, and thank you for joining me. I am Miss Jackie here at Crafty Pantaloons Handmade Gifts. Today I am doing a tutorial kind of craft with me process explanation for Cindy Click, who had asked me on Instagram. She's like, oh, I hope there's a tutorial for this, because I've been working on this little journal. And I was going to make the announcement when I did the walkthrough for my cousin's journal. But since someone asked me to do something, I'm going to do that first. So when I finish with this, I'm actually going to do this as a giveaway because I missed out on the 500 followers for Instagram because my grandmother had passed away. It was right around when I reached 500. And I surpassed 100 I can't even say it, subscribers on YouTube. So I'm like almost halfway to 200, which is great. So I wanted to do a little giveaway. So I think it's going to be US only right now, just because money is tight and shipping is crazy. So once this is finished, this will be the giveaway. So you'll get a little bit of a sneak peek today because it's not finished. Like I said, it's a work in progress. And, you know, Cindy wanted to know how I basically made the journal. So I'm just going to show you really quick. It's very grungy. There's like lots of layers on the front. We're just going to work on the... We're going to just work on the cover today. So it's made out of a file folder, and then I use digital prints from my Porch Prints, but you can use any paper you want, so, you know. And then inside is the coffee stain, which I'm totally addicted to. Oh my goodness. I just love the smell. There's like little gold threads all over the place. So anyways, so here's just so, like, this one doesn't have any design papers inside. I just, you know, my idea was just to have grungy, different types of, like, really quick walkthrough, different types of papers inside. And I did the stamping, so, you know, I left this open because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. But quick. But, like, all the pages are, like, torn and just, you know, I inked them all with some walnut stain, distress ink. So, that's basically what it looks like. So, we're just going to work on the cover today. I'm going to show her and you guys how I did it. So, here we go. Stay tuned. All right. Not stay tuned. Just keep friggin' watching. All right. So, what you're going to need is a regular file folder and whatever insert pieces you're going to have. So here's also a quick sneak peek, because remember, I'm going to make a journal for one of the students on my bus, the grandmother who got me the huge, beautiful bouquet of flowers and the crystal cross, which is down with my dad. And just so you guys know, today is his birthday. So I'm kind of glad Cindy asked me to do this, because it's keeping me distracted, so I'm not, like, sad. Plus, my daughter is going to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, so she left, and I'm just, like, all kinds of emotions right now. So anyways, so get your papers together that you want to use. So for my insert, I have, this is 100-pound cardstock that is, you know, coffee, tea stained, whatever your choice is. And then I have all my papers the way I want it, because she wanted a lavender. She, like, loves purple and, like, lilacs and whatever. So these are also my Porch Prints, and then I actually did a little tint on that before I printed it out. So these are all the different papers that I have. So the first thing that we are going to do, now I put 100-pound cardstock in the front and in the middle to help give it some more stability. So what we are going to do is get this little snippet of crochet lace, I don't know where that came from, out of the way. So we're going to just rip. We are not using any scissors for this part. Okay? Just be random. Don't, you know, sweat it. Just rip your pieces. And it's easier to go from open side to folded side, because if you go the other way, it just, I don't know, I find that it makes your page a little wonky. So there's our first page. So we'll put our scraps over to the side, because you can always use those for a ephemera. So let's rip these all up, and we'll continue on to the next step. So cue the fast music. Okay, that part is finished. Oops, no, my stuff is all over the place. Alrighty then, so now we are going to go ahead and see if, you know, that's how we like how it looks, which I just think it gives, I just love it. I don't know, I just love the ripped edges. Then it saves you from having to cut everything. But see, like how here there's some inside, some of the margin from the printer is still there. So you just, we're going to go back and we're going to fix those. So let me just see which ones, which is pretty much most of them. So let's go ahead and, oh, did I not? Oh, I must not have done that part. Oh my goodness. Okay. Cue the fast music. Okay. Alrighty. So now let's double check. Make sure it looks the way we want it. Sorry, I'm focusing. I just love the look that it gives. It's just so cool. Oh my god, I think I have to sneeze. I do. Please hold. Okay. I didn't sneeze into my hands. I sneezed into, like, oh my goodness. I sneezed into a tissue because I'm like totally not gonna. Okay, now that our papers the way that we want them, so let me take all my little, look at all these. So now we have all of these that we can even use as paper scraps for clusters or on embellishments and things like that. So let me just put this all aside. Sure you won't have any more. Okay. Alrighty. So now now that we have like our basic size of what this is gonna be, I don't know where my ruler went. It's hiding on me. But we do have to ink the edges, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I will be right back. I mean, I don't know if you guys want to watch me ink, probably not. You know, but I don't want to do too much of the cue the fast music, so I will be right back after I ink these. And we are back 4 hours later. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we got all of our inking done. on all the pages. Just like, look how scrumptious that looks. It just looks so cool. I love it with all the different pages sticking out. Oh, it's fabulous. Okay, so now we're going to work on our cover. So now we have our regular file folder. And as you can see, you got your 3 lines here. So make sure you fold it over also on the first line. So then that's going to create our spine. Okay? So now we're going to take this and we are going to set it here. Because you're not going to have any of this, so, but you want to make sure you leave yourself plenty of room to rip. Keep that straight, keep that there. Okay, so now we're going to mark around here, here, whoops, up a little bit, and here. Actually, let's move this out, because there, okay. So we'll set that aside. So now we're gonna rip. This is a little bit harder to do because you're ripping through both layers of the file folder. Okay, and then we're gonna rip this side. Straighten it up. Try to keep that spine where we need it. Rip down to here because that's where we ended. Okay, keep that straight. And then we're going to rip here. Okay, so now we have our grungy cover. Okay, so now let's just double check that that's going to fit in there okay. Now on mine, this other one, I mean there's a little bit like it just, some of the signature hangs over, and then on the bottom it's, you know, pretty much a little bit like of a hangover, which was a good movie by the way. So you can go ahead and fix that if you want. So then that way, you know, you got some peeking out, because I do kind of like that look. Okay, so let's see how this looks now. Let's check that out. Yeah, see how there's some peeking out. So let's take a little bit off here, this edge. Ah! Why are you being difficult? It's just a little bit harder to do because it's thicker. Yeah, definitely. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So you got a little bit sticking out all around. Like I said, if you want to do a little bit more, you can. Just get it to the way you want it for the look you're going for. Here. Oh my goodness. You know how it is. It just takes some time. There we go. I'll go with that. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and ink this. Now, this has not been coffee stained. You know what? Let me stain it first. So we're going to do our little trusty method like that we did with, remember the little journals that we did. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. All right, and so in case you missed it, because we did the little journal books for the tea bag embellishments that we did. So this is full of coffee, baking soda, and some rubbing alcohol to help keep it so it doesn't get all gross. So I'm just kind of spraying up my file folder. So then that way we can get that nice grungy goodness going on in there. So now we're gonna dry it. So here we go again. Cue the fast music. Okay, now we are totally dry, which is great. So now we have our cover. Look at how scrumptious and delicious this looks. Okay, sorry, I had to pause. Like, I actually had this on hold for like an hour or so because my daughter is getting ready to go to the airport, so I had to call and talk to her. And then, of course, the dogs heard her on the phone with me. They start getting restless and crying, so then I had to give them their breakfast and let them go potty. Anyway, it's just an emotional day for me. So I have my little My Bad eraser that I got from the Dollar Tree. So now we are going to, okay, I should probably say this first. If you prefer to decorate your pages before you sew them in, you can skip this part. I prefer not to do that because I find it hard to, like, if you got pockets and this and that and all this extra thickness, I find it harder to sew it in. So we've got this, so when we poke down our awl, it's not going to tear up my table. So I also have this, which is a little bit of, oops, this is the string that we're going to use to sew it in. So we have some fabric here. I'm going to cut another piece because that's going to go on the outside, but I don't, well, you know what? Let me cut it. I'll be right back. Oh my God. I'm so disheveled. Like I said, it's just, it's an emotional time for me right now. Oh, goodness. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I'm in between, like, phone calls, texts, and everything to make sure that my daughter is getting where she needs to be safely. So, okay, so for our cover, we took a bit of the fabric that we had cut out. Okay, remember we cut 2 pieces. So for the inside spine, I just glued it on the sides of the spine and then the first and second, or first and third gusset, and then here and in between each hole, because I did my holes, I just basically took the I have a Tim Holtz ruler or whatever, and I just make sure I had centered everything. And then the same thing with the signature, and then I paper clipped it together, pushing it down to, you know, make sure that they're all put together. So I've thread my needle, okay, and my piece of thread is basically 4 lengths, so 1, 2, 3, 4, to make sure that I have enough, you know, to hang off if I want to add something to it a little bit later. So we're going to go in through the middle of the signature, fold it up, poke our needle through, and we're going to leave that dangling, and then we're going to go through the middle hole here. Sorry, I'm not showing you like literally every step. Like I said, just things are very hectic for me right now today. Got a lot going on. And make sure that that's not, you don't want to pull it all the way through. So then we're going to you can either go to the top or you can go to the bottom. So we're going to go in through the top of the cover. Okay. And then we're going to go in through the top hole that we created of the signature. So fold that. We're going to pull that through. Hold those together. And this flap out. This is so terrible. This is why I don't do tutorials, because I, honest to God, don't craft like this. Like, when I craft like really fast. And, well, not really fast, but way better and faster than this. Okay, so now we're going to go down to the bottom hole. Fold it up. Bring our needle and thread through. And then we're going to go through the bottom hole of the cover. Okay, and we're going to pull that through. Okay, so now at this point we want to kind of make sure that everything's a little bit taut. Okay, and now we're going to go back through the middle hole, but this time we want to make sure we don't go through the piece of crochet thread. That's what I'm using, which I got from Walmart, by the way. So we're going to come in, and then we're going to go through the middle hole, trying not to get that piece of crochet thread. So now, you see I have my needle through here. This piece of thread, which, there we go. I need to make it longer, but I will do that in a second. Pull this up and put your needle on the other side, because you want to make sure that one's on one side and one's on the other. So since we just went through there, we're going to pull this, and then we're going to pull this. Okay. Oops, that was a little bit too much. Alright. So now we're going to make sure that it's taut on the inside. Flip it over, make sure it's taut on the other side. And then just like we made the little booklets, we are going to, is this still recording? I hope to God. Alright, we're going to do our surgeon's knot. So we're going to take our 2 pieces, we're going to cross, bring it under, we're going to cross again, bring it under, We're just going to let it go down. Okay? Don't pull, you know, don't pull too tight because you don't want to break your strings. So 1, and do it again. 2, bring it up, and bring it down. All right, so our signature is sewn in. So if you want your strings to be exposed, I would, like I said, glue this down, sew it down, whatever you want to do first. Then do your hand sewing, but make sure you poke your holes after you've put this on. But I want mine covered, so we're going to leave it like that. We'll leave these edges hanging for a second. And then you can trim this to make them even, because this is a little bit long. And we are good. So that is how you make the torn, grungy, ripped cover. I hope this makes sense to you guys. So, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Like I said, I'm dealing with my daughter going out of state. It's my father's birthday. He passed away. It'll be 17 years this year. So that's a long time. It really, really is. So I'm just... Cindy, I appreciate the distraction, I really do, but I'm so sorry that I was so distracted, so I hope you understood and was able to follow this on how to at least just make a grungy cover. So, alright, you guys, make sure you stay tuned for the next, video or so about the giveaway. I'll finish this up. I'm going to finish this up probably sometime later today. I do need to get some sleep. I've been up all night. I'm not going to be able to sleep until I know my daughter is safely in Louisiana. So I do need to go at least get some rest. I need to eat. I haven't ate either. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. All right, take care. Bye-bye.